Howdy, folks. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today for you, I have some girls in tactical gear, as I'm going to be taking some time and doing a Mighty review on Wars and Roses. Let's start with the simple stuff, not the sim stuff. I'll get into the sim stuff in a little bit. The developer and publisher is Blaze Worlds. It was released early 2022. I couldn't pinpoint an exact release for this game, and I'm not quite sure why. And for the memes, this is a dating sim tactical shooter. The only reason I even looked at this is because it was a tactical shooter. And I'll dive more into that in a little bit. So essentially the idea, the premise of the story is you are a world-known PMC operator. And essentially you have a group, an all-female group named the Black Rose, which is just more PMCs essentially. And essentially, you're brought in to essentially regroup the group members that have been captured and make money. So basically, turn the business around. Just to put in simple premises, this is Charlie's Angels. If Charlie was a pimp.
Standing by.
But either ways.
Moving out.
So, just really quick, the positive sides I have for this game. Understand this is the shortest list of positives I've ever talked about. The graphics are fairly well polished, actually. I don't think the graphics are too god-awful for an $20 indie game. There is different types of missions, and the missions can go from anywhere from, wiping out the enemy team to finding, weapons, disabling bombs, rescuing people, etc., defending an area. So there is different types of weapons or different types of missions, as well as there's the gun handling really isn't bad, although I think some of the guns are a little lackluster when it comes to the handling, but that's neither here nor there. Now, it's time. It's time for me just to drop a big old shit on this game. This story is hopelessly, hilariously weak. I don't know if the developer's primary English was English or not, but yeah. Of course, I kind of sound like shit sometimes when I speak English too. But either ways, the story is absolutely weak. The sounds are pretty weak. I mean, like the Glock here, the Glock sounds like somebody's taking a wet fart. There's poor reload animations, such as with the SCAR. When I go to reload it, I reach up, grab the mag, pull the mag out, and put the mag back in. You don't even see the mag completely disappear. So just horrible on that end. The AI is absolutely potato. But hey, happy potato is happy. I don't know why the game constantly looked a little hazy to me. And there's nothing really when it comes to graphic options to change that. Essentially, I can turn on VSync. And it's not so much in like these type of scenes that you're seeing now where it's like you're kind of in the office chilling with someone and talking to them. But when it comes to the missions, it definitely looked hazy at times. The music is very lame. That's the best way I can put it. The game itself is definitely unfinished and feels unfinished. It feels like they have a lot of stuff in as placeholders, but there's still a lot there that needs worked on. And probably won't be, which I'll dive into a little bit. The weapon accessories are permanent. What is the point of buying an ACOG scope that mounts on a Picatinny rail when you can't unmount it from said Picatinny rail? That seems kind of stupid if you ask me. And in general terms, from what I can see from sources, I don't exactly know when, I don't exactly know the details, but the game actually looks abandoned. Now, that sitting here looking at this, okay, essentially you have big, busty Animu girls that you're supposed to be dating while going out on these FPS COD-style missions, and where the shooting mechanics and stuff like that could definitely use a little bit more improvement, more refinement. I could actually see promise there. In realistics, it just seemed like a Randy Pitchford cash grab. You got an unfinished game, but you got really refined models for the different girls that you rescue and etc. and apparently you can date all of them. I didn't try to. And all I got to say, and apparently there's also an adult content patch to this as well, which I didn't really look into.
Roger that.
But if it's what I think it is, like,
Enemy
why are you paying $20 for something you can get free, folks? So, yeah, this game, would I think it's worth it for $20? Let me put in perspective of Wars and Roses. Fuck this game with a pineapple. Yeah, that's my feelings about it. Anyway, folks, hopefully y'all enjoyed this short review. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have yourself a wonderful day.